Phuket Extra is brought to you by Coast Beach Club and Bistro at Centara Grand Beach Resort. Chill in the sun, sip under the stars.
Sawadee krap and welcome to Phuket Extra, brought to you by Coast Beach Club and Bistro at Centara Grand Beach Resort, Phuket. I'm JP Mastanza, and today we got news on the discovery of some new species and a bit of hacking news. But first we'll start off with this. The Kong Underpass. It's the one project in Phuket that has caused many headaches, but it's all done now, and officials today are celebrating that it's all finally finished, albeit 18 months after it was supposed to be done. This morning saw the northbound lanes of the underpass closed for the ceremony, which included religious rites, both Buddhist and Islamic, in addition to a big bike parade, all presided over by a litany of Phuket officials. The project was rife with setback after setback, so much so that the construction company hired for the job, Wiwat Construction, was being fined 2 million baht a day starting back in January, and they've spent so far a total of 570 million baht in compensation. The underpass opened back in October, and now the island is seeing a few other projects, including the Chalong Underpass, the Bangku Underpass in Koh Keo, and a tunnel from Tepkasachi Road leading to the airport. And Talang police are confirming with the Phuket News that the bus driver involved in a fatal accident in Phak Lok back on November 26, which saw a local man crushed under the wheels of a bus, well, he's been charged with reckless driving causing death. The accident happened on Route 4027, the road heading east from Heroin's Monument in central Phuket, and saw the driver hide under the bus for fear of being lynched by a mob of local residents. He's been charged with reckless driving causing death, a charge that could see him jailed for up to 10 years and fined up to 200,000 baht or both. And hackers upset with the Computer Crime Act that was amended last week have attacked 6 government websites here in Thailand, disabling them for a few hours yesterday, but officials say it's no big deal. As of Tuesday morning, only the Defense Ministry website remained unreachable, though a spokesman from the ministry says the attack didn't really cause that much damage. Reports say an activist group called Citizens Against Single Gateway organized the hack, which could also happen again today. This is the same group that did the hacks on Thai government websites last year, when the military government announced measures to control the internet in the kingdom. The hackers are railing against the Computer Crime Act, which critics say contains broad language that could be used to curb privacy and even human rights of netizens nationwide, thanks to a 9-member committee that is being set up to monitor and adjudge online content. And Phuket Extra will be right back, so stay right there.
The island's largest selection of fashion swimwear for both men and women in Kanda Beach Life shops in Patong, Sarin, and Boat Avenue.
Welcome back to Phuket Extra. It's a death sentence for the wife of a high-profile sports star who was convicted of hiring a hitman to kill him back in October 2013. Moor Nim, along with her lawyer and co-conspirator, were each found guilty of planning the murder of national sharpshooter Chakrit Panijpatikum, who was shot at a Bangkok intersection by a hitman on a motorbike. The driver of the bike and the hitman were both sentenced to life in prison, but during the trial, the mother of Moor Nim had tried to take the rap for her daughter, but a jury didn't believe her story. The mother of the convicted woman says Moor Nim planned the murder because she was being abused physically by her sports star husband. Moor Nim is currently seeking bail of over 2.5 million baht, and her request has been forwarded to the appeals court. And police in Pattaya think the victim of a heinous murder is a Russian man as they try to figure out what exactly happened in the sea in one of Thailand's biggest sin cities. The body of the victim was found last Friday and was a diver, wearing his wetsuit and all, with his throat slashed and tied to a mooring post in the middle of the sea in the waters off Koh Larn near Pattaya. So far, authorities have just been able to scratch the surface of the case and are working with Russian consular officials to identify the man. And finally, 163 new species are roaming around the greater Mekong region, according to a report released by the World Wildlife Fund this week. Hundreds of scientists came together and discovered 11 fish, 9 amphibians, 126 plants, 14 reptiles, and 3 mammals in Thailand, Cambodia, Laos, Myanmar, and Vietnam. One of the animals is a rainbow-headed snake resembling David Bowie's Ziggy Stardust character in the cliffs of northern Laos. There's also this newt that was found in Chiang Rai that has red markings on its back and is said to resemble a Klingon from Star Trek. The WWF says they're doing everything they can to reduce the black market trade of exotic animals, which is one of the key factors threatening the animal's survival in the region. And thanks for watching Phuket Extra today. We're looking forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Until then, stay classy, Phuket.
Moving? Sending stuff from Phuket? Or maybe you need some important items brought to the island? USPPhuket.com. Put yourself in experienced hands. USPPhuket.com.